Hi,
said
Nathan.
earlier it was, unacceptable to lose a game to Luxembourg. How concerned are you that the team put in that sort of performance 10 games into your reign?
Well, Nathan, we're very disappointed to lose the game. We can't get away from that. Like, there's no point in hiding from that. I think that's obvious. I think, listen, the players' morale was good going into the game. Their attitude was good. I think they were determined to get a result. It wasn't a complacency. We knew that Luxembourg had pushed Ukraine tight last year in 1-0, and Ukraine had won that group with Portugal and Serbia 3-2. We knew that they had done well and had taken a lot of points in the Nations League, so we weren't complacent in any way. But it ended up being a pretty even match, which is disappointing. Obviously, we had more to play, but um, we missed it. James, obviously, we thought James had scored. It would have been an outstanding goal, team goal, in the first half. But James Collins, but we didn't create enough, to be honest, in that period. And so we're quite disappointed with that. Very disappointed, to say the least.
You said in your program notes about, again, after defeating Belgrade, becoming that more progressive footballing nation. Do you think you're getting that point across to the players?
Listen, we played really well in Serbia tonight. It was an exceptional display. We probably deserved to come out with a point, but we matched them over the 90 minutes in terms of the way we played. But today was certainly a step back. I think what it showed me today is that, and I'm not making excuses at all, it showed me that a lot of players struggle with the physical capacity of trying to play 2 games in 3 days, because a lot of them are not playing for their clubs. And I think that was very evident to quite a few players, and I think it wasn't their psychological preparation or their determination, actually. They all love playing for their country. They wanted to do better than they did, but some players struggled to get anywhere near where they did the other night. I think tactically, the game itself, Luxembourg had minimal distances between, say, centre back and centre forward. Probably 25 yards in the first half. So our movement of our front 2 and Alan Brown the 10, like, we were a little too predictable. We didn't stretch their back 4 in the way that you would. You want your forwards to make runs beyond their back 4 to open up the space for players. But we all wanted it into feet, which is not ideal, not what we wanted. And I think you need to stretch the game when that happens. But we did work a few good moves in that first half, and obviously it resulted in Callum Robinson pulling across for James Collins, which we there was a few moves like that, but we got in at half time. Obviously Matt Doherty come off at half time injured, and we decided to sort of say we need more creativity. So rather than go like for like, Alan Brown, who's played a lot in that position for his club, we decided to move him there, but put Robbie Brady on for trying to inject that creativity into the final third. But we did create chances. Obviously Callum Robinson's a great chance, Shane Long, a great chance, Alan Brown, the header, but still not enough. We should be creating more than we did, and Luxembourg had a couple of chances also, so we should be creating more than we did on the night like that. And we're really disappointed, and we know that's not good enough.
After a result like that, do you worry about your position at all?
No, I don't. No, I don't at all.
Gavin Cooney, please, 42.
Hi Stephen. You changed people, but you didn't change the formation really throughout the game, despite the fact that it didn't seem to be working, particularly in the second half. Why didn't you change it up? What was your thought process there?
Yeah, well, obviously our wingers are not. Our wingers really are sort of Robbie Brady, James McLean, Callum O'Dowd. Our wide players, sort of Aaron Connolly can play wide. None of them, obviously Aaron's gone back, but Callum's injured. Robbie has been struggling with an Achilles, and James hasn't played for a month. Robbie's only played 20 minutes in a good while. So playing in wider areas, we probably didn't have the penetration that we would want to play 4-3-3. And I think obviously Matt Doherty and the Stevens are playing there for their clubs in that position. Kieran Clark's played in the back three for Newcastle, and Seamus Coleman's played in the back three for Everton. So, and Darla as well. So they're all positions that they were familiar with their clubs. I take responsibility. I introduced the formation, and we've no points after 2 games. So, that's I'm not getting away from that. So that's that's I have to accept responsibility for that. I think I'm just answering the question as honestly as I can in that regard. That's why we sort of didn't go that way. We felt that maybe our passing needed to be better and more precise and accurate, and we brought Enda Stevens in sort of left side and centre back, pushed James on the left, Alan Brown advanced on the right and tried to get more penetration, with James McLean the left and Alan Brown on the right in advanced areas, and Robbie Brady behind the front 2, and give ourselves more penetration. In that way, we probably left ourselves a little open doing that, but that was the sort of objective. But they're the reasons.
And Stephen, are you still confident that you have the players on board here, that they still back you?
Well, I think that's not the issue. I think the issue. I mean, our performance in Serbia was really good, and that was the two European playoff and the Serbian performance, Slovakia and Serbia, were the 2 qualifiers. Were exceptional performances, so we needed to back that up tonight, and had we done that, it would have put us in a reasonable place, but we didn't, and it's just a disappointing result, to say the least. To lose tonight, it's certainly we wanted to win, we're desperate to win, and we it just was it's one of those that it's we needed to get that first goal, and we didn't do that, and we got punished with a strike from outside the box.
Obviously, from your own point of view, you came close a couple of times, but overall, really disappointing result. And I suppose, just from a player's perspective, how do you assess the whole performance?
Yeah, it's a really disappointing night. We went out there full of confidence and wanting to get the win, and we fully believed that we would, and it wasn't to be. Like you said, I had a couple of efforts myself. I fully backed myself to score the first one. I should do better. I should score. So that's on me. But the players, they know it's not good enough out there tonight, and we've got to dust ourselves down and regroup, because there's no point dwelling on it and feeling sorry for ourselves. We need to stand up as men and try and do better.
The manager said it was unacceptable. The captain said it was embarrassing. Just in terms of the message before the game, during the game, was it clear and concise enough to understand? Where was the creativity meant to come from? Was it meant to come down the flanks, or what was lacking, do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree with both the manager and Seamus. Yeah, it wasn't acceptable, and it was embarrassing, and we as players have got to take that on the chin and try and do better next time. But the game plan, it's a new system.
Carl, turn off your... Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, we've come in this camp with a new system and a new style of play, which is meant to be more attacking, 2 strikers and two attacking wing backs and a number 10. So we've been doing patterns of play all week, and training's been good, and just tonight it just wasn't to be. We created chances. Me and myself had a couple, and a few of the lads did, and we just couldn't find the back of the net, and we need to be a bit more ruthless in front of goal, I think.
Gavin Cooney, please.
Hi James, thanks very much for coming out to talk to us.
No problem.
You seem to be really lacking urgency, especially at 0-0 in the second half. Why was that?
That certainly wasn't the message. We wanted to go and win the game. I don't know if there was a few tired legs from the other night. I'm not sure. But we certainly wanted to go and go out and win the game, and I think second half we had the chances to do that. And Luxembourg came here with a game plan, and they executed it better than us, and that's the most disappointing thing.
Is that the World Cup qualifying campaign done now? Have we much chance of qualifying now?
Certainly not. There's no point in any of us thinking like that, because that's not going to get you anywhere. We need to be first of all, we need to get ready for Tuesday and get a positive result there, and hopefully that will give us a lift, and we go into to the games in September, and we full of confidence again, refreshed, and it's a new challenge. But I'd never say that the World Cup qualifiers are over, because that's not an attitude that us as players and staff and a country should have.
And finally, James, do you still have confidence that the manager can turn this around and ensure that these kind of performances and results don't happen again?
100%. I think it's not the manager's fault, that performance tonight. It's the responsibility lays with the players. We're out there, and we're the ones on the pitch and putting in that performance. So I fully back the manager and all the staff, and I think we should look at ourselves as players and try and do better, and I'm sure that will be the case.
Thanks, James.
No problem.
Nathan Murphy, please.
James, just on the substitutions in the second half as they were being made, they didn't seem to make much of an impact. Was there any confusion as to what was happening as the changes were being made with the game plan in the second half?
No, well, I think Doc's got picked up an injury in the first half, and then Alan Brown moved out to wing back, and Robbie Brady come into the number 10 where Alan left. But no, there was no confusion there. I think Robbie come on and made an impact and looked really lively, yeah, so that was the changes.
What was said? Obviously, Stephen Kenny and James Coleman have had some strong comments, but what was said in the dressing room after the match?
Well, as you can imagine, the dressing room was really low. We got the thoughts from the staff, and a few of the players had their say as well, but that will all stay in house, as you can imagine. But it was certainly some home truths spoken there, and I think that can only benefit us moving forward.
Thanks, James.
And we're going to end with Damien Spellman, please.
Hi James, just one. Does this have to be a watershed moment for the international team? Do you have to sort of draw a line on this and virtually start again?
100%. There's no point in dwelling on tonight. You've got to accept it. We've got to digest it, and we've got to be men. We've got to move forward. We've got a game on Tuesday, which if we go and get a positive result, it can lift everything, albeit being a friendly. But winning games always breeds confidence, and I think we need to digest it tonight, and then tomorrow we go back to training and we start fresh. I can totally understand the point of view from the fans and everyone watching. It's not good enough, but we're doing our best to. We will do our best to rectify it, definitely.
Okay, guys, we'll end it there. We've got Gavin Bazoonin coming up next. Okay.